This is the Honor Magic 8 Lite, the entry-level option in the Magic 8 lineup, and it has a clear mission. For the most part, it sticks with the familiar Magic 8 design, but Honor made some smart hardware tweaks under the hood to hit that budget-friendly price point. The goal here to let you experience the core features of the Magic 8 series without paying flagship money. But let's be real, when cutting costs for a mid-range phone, trade-offs are almost inevitable. So today, we are breaking down exactly what's kept, what's scaled back, and if this affordable Magic 8 variant is really worth your hard-earned cash. If you watched our Honor Magic 8 Pro hands-on last month, you will notice the Lite version shares a lot of design DNA with the rest of the Magic 8 family. It keeps that signature straight edge frame, but the back looks nearly identical to the flagship. But here's the first trade-off. It has a plastic frame. Does it matter? For most people, probably not. It's still lightweight and comfortable to hold with one hand. But if premium materials are top priority for you, that's a noticeable difference. Just one of the small compromises to hit the price target. Next up, the display, where mid-range phones often make their biggest compromises. The Magic 8 Lite packs a 6.78-inch AMOLED screen with a 120Hz refresh rate. 120Hz is basically a must-have these days, and Honor didn't save costs here. But here's the trade-off. It's a 1.5K resolution instead of a 2K. Can you tell the difference on a 6.8-inch screen? Honestly, for web browsing, social media, or even streaming, it's totally fine. Now let's talk performance. Under the hood, the Magic 8 Lite runs the Snapdragon 6 Gen 4, a mid-range chip built for daily use, not flagship gaming. Here's how it stacks up in benchmarks for reference. But here's the catch, if you try to run Genshin Impact or Call of Duty at the max settings, it will lag, and the phone will get pretty warm. Drop the settings to medium, then it runs perfectly smoothly. So Honor's priority here is clear, daily usability over extreme gaming performance. Then there's a battery life, and this is where the Lite may surprise you. It's packing a massive 7,500 mAh battery with up to 66 watt fast charging. For anyone who values all-day battery, this is a game changer. But trade-off alert, there's no charger included in the box. So performance-wise, it's a classic mid-range compromise, great for daily tasks, but serious gamers should look elsewhere. The Magic 8 Lite runs a Magic OS 9 based on Android 15, and I'm happy to report it's pretty clean. It comes preloaded with the Google apps for global users, no annoying pop-up ads. It not only has a Gemini Assistant, but also Honor AI, packing tons of AI feature you'd usually find on flagships. Things like a Magic Portal and a Magic Text. But here's the trade-off. Some of the flagship's flashier features are gone. No wireless charging, no IP68 water resistance. The good news, it still has an NFC for Google Pay, fingerprint and a face unlock, and an IR blaster to control your TV. So Honor made the call again, cut the niche flagship extras, but keep the practical features budget users actually use. Camera-wise, the Magic 8 Lite has a dual camera setup, a 108 megapixel main sensor, and a 5 megapixel ultra-wide. Let's check out the samples. Sharp, vibrant colors, and good exposure. The ultra-wide is decent too, though not as sharp as the main camera. Video tops out at 4K 30fps, and the front camera works great for video calls and casual selfies. So the camera story is simple. Honor gave you a 108 megapixel main shooter that performs fantastic in 90% of the daily scenarios, but cuts corners on low light performance, macro shots, and video quality to keep costs in check. For most budget shoppers, that's a reasonable trade-off, but if photography is your top priority, you will need to bump up your budget. To wrap up, the Honor Magic 8 Lite is a fantastic value for budget-conscious consumers. It handles daily tasks with ease, and it won't break the bank. It's not for heavy gamers or photography enthusiasts, but for students or anyone wanting a reliable daily driver. It's a smart pick. If you want maximum value without wasting money on features you don't need, this phone is worth your cash. So, what do you think? Does it tick all your boxes? Leave a comment down below. I'm Will from Gizmochina. See you next time.